How's it going, everybody? I'm going to take a few minutes and take you guys through. First of all, the theme will be Cinco de Mayo, and the reason I'm talking about it now is just because we're, giving ourselves about a month and a week, let's say, about a month to post any products uh, for Cinco de Mayo, and to see, for example, not only what's selling, but what I'm going to do today that's a little different is I'm going to use Merchant Former. They have a social hunter tool which you're able to, for example, not only do your research on Merch by Amazon products based on a certain theme or keywords or whatever the case is, but you can use the social hunter to uh, look up Etsy or Pinterest products or posts. Uh, and the reason I'm using it is to gather more information about, um, for example, keywords or just even designs and to see what's selling. I actually love this Etsy tool just because number one, Etsy is so powerful, especially for certain products, certain niches where, and I don't know if you guys feel about this, but for example, if I have something to buy, let's say light bulbs. If I'm not going to the physical store, I'm going to go to Amazon. And because I'm a Prime member, I'm expecting the shipping, to take about a day or two, and I'll have my light bulbs. But if there's something kind of like crafty or something like this, something like funny, I might go to Etsy. So so let's take a few minutes and see which items are coming up, for example, as top items for Cinco de Mayo. We can look at a couple of actual designs and listings on Amazon to look at for example, some of the keywords, titles, and all that kind of stuff. And then I really want to get back to this because uh, for people that are kind of asking questions, and of course, there's a lot of questions about keywords, right? We all want to be experts when it comes to keywords and how to format your titles, your descriptions, and all that. But it's different based on the platform. So, for example, the search engine on Etsy is different than on Amazon. So, for example, on Etsy, there's a couple of things that are taken into consideration. For example, the order of your, so this is the title, if you're wondering. So the order of uh, words that you use in your title and your tags uh, gives you an advantage. For example, it has to be in the same order, it has to be very organized, on point. The date that it's created on, for example, also has to be more recent. The click-through rate, of course, I think on both platforms is important. So all those kinds of things you need to take into consideration. But what this can do is it can definitely provide uh, you know, secrets to what people are using, especially some of the bestsellers. So, for example, if we look at like the number of views and favorites that these products have, we can just, for example, like if I'm going to look at the tags or something, I would go to a product like this, or I'll keep searching and find something like this, where it has 879 favorites, 5,700 views, right? And then this is where I would go not only to the listing itself, but I would actually look at the tags that the person has used in addition to how they put their title together. But let's go back and we'll look at this one specifically in a second. But let's go back and see what's coming up. So right now, and the reason I'm talking about Cinco de Mayo is because I actually looked up the merch calendar. I was actually searching. Let me see what the tool is. Um, Merch tracker, I believe it was. Let me see if I still have it up. These are the keywords. I don't think I have it up, but that's okay. Where basically I would select, what was selling around this time last year or the previous year. And of course, about a month before Cinco de Mayo, May 5th, this is what we've, come to. So these are some of the products, and you can see, for example, like I said, these are the total results. Uh, uh, You can see the average price. I'm not sure where this is coming from. The lowest price, 775. It must be for merch by a shirt that isn't merch by Amazon. But even though this category is merch by Amazon shirts, it doesn't matter. Sometimes you get things like that. But anyways, these are the kinds of designs that we're getting, and it's pretty like straightforward, pretty uh, kind of like direct uh, marketing, not marketing, but like usage of the terms. And here you can see, for example, the keyword count. How many times, you know, was this word used, or this word, or Mexican, or fiesta, all that kind of stuff. And that kind of helps you in developing your own, uh, I guess, organization of keywords. You know, maybe you choose not to go with Cinco de Mayo because, you know, there's already so many uh, of those keywords that are being used. So maybe you want to be a little more creative. Like I was when I was going through the uh, the Etsy uh, field, like for example here, in there's tags in English, 5th of May, right? So people are getting creative because they are aware of things like this. But when it comes to the actual designs, like this is what we get. And I don't think anybody watching this video uh, maybe for newer people to print on demand, like these designs uh, are new to you. But like I've seen these for years. I've seen hundreds of them. I want to I kind of like feel like I want to say thousands, but it's okay. Let's go with hundreds. So in the end, basically, what happens is you know, if you have similar designs and you want to kind of separate yourself from the group, what are the things that you are going to do? So you're going to play around with the price, you're going to play around with your title and bullet points, and and then, you know, if you have extra money, you're going to spend some money on advertising. So basically, this is how I would do my research. I would go here, I would look at some of the top selling designs, I would see if I have those or create them, and then I would go, for example, I would use a different tool. So this tool here that I'm using is called product search. So I would use it based on the keywords. I would go, you know, based on the market, and then we would look at some of the best sellers. You see the competition score, you see like the keyword count, and then you go to a different tool. So this is, for example, called Merch Hunter. And what this will give me is top 100 bestsellers based on those terms. So you'll see some of the same ones, but again, there's going to be a lot of different ones. And then if you want to do, for example, even more in-depth research, you would find similar products and see, for example, what the difference is between, you know, the bestseller that says Let's Fiesta and then, you know, one that's getting one estimated sale, right? So you can do that kind of a comparison because you know, sometimes it's actually very different, and sometimes it's very similar, and then you have to figure out, you know, what are the similarities and what are the differences. Like, is it word stuffing, for example, or is it like a very accurate description? So anyway, these are the kinds of things, and the other part of this video, what I'm doing is also showing you guys this and actually pausing on these designs so that you can actually, if you don't pay for Merchant Former or don't have a similar platform, but you're interested in Cinco de Mayo designs, you know, I'm giving you an opportunity to look at some of their best sellers. So as I'm scrolling through, you'll see a lot of similar designs, and then you can see the information, kind of like the reviews, estimated sales, bestseller rank, and so on. So for example, like these are like we've seen this design I don't even know how many times already. And you know, this one is getting 12 estimated sales and then this one is getting one. What's the difference, right? So those are the kinds of questions uh, that you try to answer. And then basically for these ones I wanted to show you guys that these people that are getting these sales and that are getting reviews are actually not only using the like I don't want to call it accurate, but on point terminology, but they are actually taking time to add the bullet points and then, even the product description, and so on. So they're not just putting out kind of like effortless listings. They're putting time into them. They're actually like, even though like we can argue that the most of these bestsellers or the ones that are actually getting sales are typically, word stuffers, but they're still getting results. And then this is the one that I wanted to spend just a minute on, because not only is this from a store, for example, that has 224,000, 200,000, 225,000 sales and 33,000 reviews. Uh, the 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 designs are very simple, uh, but they're getting noticed. They're getting sales. Like, for example, this shirt is over $20, um, if you include shipping, and this is U.S. shipping. Uh, so it's not like it's cheaper. It's not, it's not like you're buying a $16 shirt or anything. You're still paying $20, because a lot of people, including myself, for most of my products, I'm offering free shipping. So it gets you to think about, does that really make sense? Do you want to attract customers with a big, huge sale and then, get them to pay shipping, because to you it doesn't matter. You're still getting that money. So it's kind of like figuring out how to get creative. But the key reason I'm looking at this is because of uh, the tags that the people have used. So not only, does this show up when you are looking for Cinco de Mayo shirts, but it's clearly, it's kind of like a travel shirt. It's a bachelorette party shirt, drinking shirt, Cinco de Mayo. Like, these people are actually getting very creative, and I understand that you can do that on Etsy and you can't do it on Amazon, where you're, for example, using similar tags like Cinco de Mayo, and then where was it, Cinco de Mayo shirt, like funny Cinco de Mayo, or something like that. But in any case, these are the kinds of combinations of words that we should all be aware of when we're talking about, merch by Amazon, and also like when we're planning to promote and list these products. So now would be the perfect time to, get a bunch of Cinco de Mayo uh, shirts up, or products up in general, while people are still probably like last minute struggling with Easter design. Because I've talked to people who are still, listing Easter and everything, Easter designs, and for me, that's that's way over. But again, uh, you never know, what kinds of methods somebody will use, and what they will do to get ahead of, their competition. So anyways, for me, uh, all of this information is extremely valuable. I like it, like Merchant Former. I mean, I just showed you guys three tools here, that when you put together all this information, you get a lot of valuable information. Like, I was even using uh, the what is this, Keyword Cloud, and looking at some, keyword finder general terms, just to see the competition, and then the how much you would pay for per click and all that kind of stuff. And it's like I said, it just really, really provides a lot of information, and it just kind of shows you even the differences between the 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 actual pictures, that like the profile pictures that Etsy or different similar platforms offer you, compared to what I would consider extremely boring, uh, Amazon uh, pictures. But again, you know, that's just a personal preference and opinion. I think, at some point maybe Amazon will do something about these, but again, maybe I'm wrong. So anyways, I've scrolled through a lot of information for you guys. Hopefully, you find this helpful. But yeah, Cinco de Mayo is around the corner. That's probably the next huge selling holiday, and I think it's time to take advantage of it. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you soon.